nice little video from my lovely little reading corner. Actually sitting on the daybed and having a cup of tea and settling down to do some actual proper reviews. I've had a really good run of, between 3.75 to 5-star reads recently. And I think mainly it's because I'm being quite choosy again, but also if I'm not vibing with a book, I just won't finish it. So it's generally very, very rare that I read a book that I'm going to rate like less than 3 stars, because if I'm my time is precious. My audio hours are precious. So if I'm not vibing with a book, I'll just not carry on. There has been some instances recently where I have actually returned my Audible credit because I've read the first couple of chapters and just not vibed with the book. Um, Mainly, I mean, I'll go into it, but yeah, I'll go into it in a second anyway. Firstly, I was very surprised at this next one. So I read the 7 o'clock Club on recommendation from Michaela from What Michaela Reads, and I did not know what to expect with this, but on her recommendation, I went in blind, and I am so glad I did, because this one surprised me in a way that I did not expect. Now, it's not a thriller, it is literary fiction. I would put it down as literary fiction. Um, really covering all aspects of grief, and there were the odd chapters where I did shed a tear, and I just thought it was so beautifully written and thought provoking and also gripping in a way that I didn't expect. And I'm not going to really say too much more than that. I did rate this 5 stars. I I was really touched by this in a way I didn't expect. And after I finished reading this, I went straight into my next book, which was Notes on an Execution by Dania Kakuf, Kakufka. Sorry, brain is stalling. Very, very apologetic. So, Notes on an Execution. Now, I downloaded the audio on Audible and I listened to the first chapter, but because I'd gone straight into it from the 7 o'clock Club, I just felt like I wasn't in the mood. And I thought, right, I'm not going to read it now. I returned my Audible credit after just listening to a chapter and I put it down. Now, Red Car Syndrome being Red Car Syndrome, all of a sudden I'm seeing this book everywhere. I'm seeing reviews of it everywhere. I'm seeing people picking it up, and I saw a video of it was Carly's June picks video where she's talking about what books she wants to choose. And one of these came. This came up as one of the I think it was one of our son's choices, and I'm like, okay. So I put up a video on TikTok and I said, "Has anyone read this book?" And so many people replied saying, "Yes, I've read it. I still think about it now." I'm like, right, okay, I'm gonna have to read it, but I'm not in the mood now. So I went straight into The Cliffhanger by Emily Freud, and no regrets, no regrets whatsoever. Now, this this was just a wild ride, and of all the unreliable narrators, if you know, you know what this book is. Like, again, go in blind. Go in blind. Don't read too much, because I think, again, it would spoil this book. And I really enjoyed the narrator. I really enjoyed the audiobook. And I think I did half and half of this on audio. I did half immersive reading and half on audio. And at night I was reading chapters without the audio while I was going to sleep. Um I think I was just like this at the end, and I like it when a book does that to me. So I rated this 4 stars because just really enjoyed it, and the vibes were like that for me. I mean, is it the best in the whole world? Probably not. Is it on the same lines as the 7 o'clock Club? No, it's not. Is it as popcorny as The Housemaid, Frida McFadden? No, it actually isn't. It's really well written, and I really enjoyed the way it was written as well. I think it was somewhere in between something really, really literary and somewhere like Frida. Like, I think it was somewhere in between that. But yes, I really did enjoy that. I really enjoyed the setting. Especially the opening chapters when it's in service stations in France, because the amount of times I've been to France, like, I know those service stations and I know what they're like, and I think I just enjoyed that. Then I went back to Notes on an Execution. Finished this afternoon. It has taken me a few days because I wanted to mainly immersive read this. Purely, I mean, can we just take a moment for how small the writing is? I mean, I nearly, very, very nearly downloaded this on my Kindle because this is 99p on Kindle deals in June, I believe. I think it's all of June, it's 99p on Kindle. And I nearly did that. And I'm like, no, 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 no. Right, I got this on a charity shelf outside Tesco and I got it for 50p. And I thought, right, no, I've saved money on getting this for 50p. I'm not spending another 99p on Kindle just for the sake of the size of the writing. So I was like, no. So I did mainly immersive read this. I mean, can we appreciate the flop of the book? I mean, I've been able to sit there and I haven't even cracked the spine because I've just been able to sit with the book and it's been really comfortable to hold in my hand. So kudos for that, brownie points for that. Sitting in a cafe this afternoon, and I said to my husband, I've got 4 pages left. Can I please sit and finish reading this? And he said, yeah, go for it, go for it. Kids were happy. Well, after a while they were. He was happy looking at stuff on his phone and what have you. And I'm like, right, I'm going to finish this off. I'm going to finish it off, and oh my word, like, I think the final chapter, like the epilogue as it were, it finished me off, and I'm actually like, I was sitting in the cafe with tears rolling down my face because it was just so moving the way this finished. And the whole book is extremely moving, and the stories are heartbreaking. Like the story of the mother, Lavender, is so heartbreaking. Even Ansel's story, as though you don't really feel sorry for him in any way, but it goes over subjects of nature versus nurture. It covers subjects like I don't know, like surroundings and how people react, and it also covers like, okay, so if someone made that choice and or that choice, if this happened or this happened, what would different life, and it covers that kind of aspect of, okay, so if that decision, how many lives would have changed if that decision was made, or if that happened, like how many different lives, or that didn't happen, how many different scenarios. And it was really thought-provoking but also very beautifully written. So although this was published, oh god, it was quite a while ago, published in 2022, actually first published in 2021, 2021, 2022, yeah, such a quite a while ago. Excuse me. I think it's well worth picking up, genuinely. And I really enjoyed it. So I've rated this 5 stars, and it's been the biggest surprise 5 star for me this year. Completely, hands down, the biggest surprise, because I've rated books 5 stars, but I've kind of been expecting them to be 5 stars. But this one, after not hearing anything about it until I picked it up in Tesco's, I've read it, I've loved it, and I've rated it 5 stars. So they are the 3 books I've read recently, and I really hope that you've gotten to the end. If you've got to the end, thank you very much. But yeah, they're my recent books.